Hi everyone, I'm Adam.
And I'm Julia. Today we have a special podcast about the impact of family on educational achievement.
Yes, it's going to be an informative episode. We'll discuss how family influences education and share real-life examples and tips.
Before we start, let's think about what educational achievement means. It's not just about getting good grades. It's also about learning new things, understanding different subjects, and developing skills that help us in life.
That's a great point, Julia. Educational achievement helps us grow and prepares us for the future. It can lead to better job opportunities and a more fulfilling life.
Exactly. And family plays a big role in this. Our parents, siblings, and even extended family can all influence how well we do in school.
Right. Family support can make a huge difference. When our family encourages us and helps us with our studies, it boosts our confidence and motivation.
And it's not just about helping with homework. Family members can set a good example by showing the importance of education. When we see our parents reading or learning new things, it inspires us to do the same. And don't forget the emotional support. Knowing that our family believes in us can give us the strength to overcome challenges and keep going, even when things get tough.
So true, Julia. In this podcast, we'll explore all these aspects in detail. We'll look at how parents, siblings, and even extended family contribute to our educational success.
We'll also share some real-life examples and stories from people who have experienced the positive impact of family on their education.
And we have some tips and advice for both students and parents on how to create a supportive environment for learning at home.
Yes, it's going to be a very practical episode. We want to make sure our listeners can take away some useful ideas to apply in their own lives.
So, let's get started. First, we'll define what educational achievement is and why it's important. Then, we'll discuss the different ways family can support education.
We'll also hear from some of our listeners who have shared their experiences with us. And we have a special guest, Dr. Smith, who will give us expert insights on this topic.
It's going to be a packed episode with lots of valuable information. So stay with us, and let's explore the impact of family on educational achievement together.
Let's dive in.
Segment 1, what is educational achievement? So, Julia, what is educational achievement?
Educational achievement means doing well in school, learning new things, and getting good grades. But it's more than just grades, right?
Exactly. Educational achievement also includes understanding and mastering different subjects, developing critical thinking skills, and being able to apply what we've learned in real-life situations. It's about the overall growth and development that happens through education.
Right. It's not just about memorizing facts for a test. It's about truly understanding the material, being able to think critically about it, and using that knowledge in practical ways.
And achieving educational success can open many doors for us. It can lead to better job opportunities, higher earning potential, and the ability to pursue our passions and interests.
Yes, and it also builds our confidence and self-esteem. When we do well in school, we feel proud of ourselves and more capable of tackling other challenges in life.
Educational achievement is also important for personal development. It helps us develop discipline, time management skills, and the ability to set and achieve goals.
Absolutely. And it's not just about individual success. Educational achievement can also contribute to the betterment of society. Educated individuals can make informed decisions, contribute to their communities, and inspire others.
So true, Julia. Education helps us become more aware of the world around us and equips us with the tools to make positive changes. It's a key factor in social and economic development.
And when we talk about educational achievement, we should also consider the different forms it can take. Success in education isn't just about academic subjects. It can also include achievements in sports, arts, and other extracurricular activities.
That's a great point. Skills developed through sports, music, drama, and other activities are also important. They contribute to a well-rounded education and help us develop teamwork, creativity, and leadership skills.
Educational achievement is a holistic concept. It encompasses academic success, personal growth, and the development of various skills that prepare us for life.
And it's important to remember that everyone's path to educational achievement is different. Some may excel in math and science, while others may shine in literature or the arts. What's important is finding our own strengths and working hard to develop them.
Exactly. And this is where family support becomes crucial. Families can help us identify our strengths and provide the encouragement and resources we need to succeed.
Yes, a supportive family environment can make a big difference. It can help us stay motivated and focused on our goals, even when we face challenges.
So, in summary, educational achievement is about doing well in school, but it's also about much more. It includes understanding and applying knowledge, developing critical thinking skills, and growing as individuals.
And it sets the foundation for a successful and fulfilling future, both personally and professionally. With the right support, especially from our families, we can achieve great things in our educational journey.
That's a great overview, Adam. Now that we have a clear understanding of what educational achievement is, let's explore how families can influence and support this important aspect of our lives.
Segment 2. Role of family in educational achievement.
Now, let's talk about how family influences educational achievement. Adam, how do parents help their children do well in school?
Parents help by giving support and encouragement. They teach us how to study and solve problems, but their role goes even deeper. Parents are often our first teachers. From a young age, they help us develop basic skills like reading and counting, which form the foundation for all future learning.
That's a great point, Adam. Parents also set expectations for their children's education. By valuing education themselves and showing interest in their child's schoolwork, they send a clear message that learning is important.
Absolutely. When parents show interest in what we're learning and provide guidance, it motivates us to do our best. They can also help create a structured routine for homework and study time, which helps develop good study habits.
And let's not forget about emotional support. Parents provide a safe and nurturing environment where children feel confident to ask questions and express their ideas. This emotional backing is crucial for a child's academic success.
Yes, emotional support is key. Knowing that our parents believe in us and are there to support us through challenges can boost our confidence and resilience. It makes us feel more capable of overcoming difficulties in our studies.
Siblings also play a significant role. They can be study partners, helping to explain difficult concepts and sharing their own knowledge and experiences. Older siblings, in particular, can serve as role models, showing their younger brothers and sisters the value of hard work and dedication in school.
That's right, Julia. Siblings often have a unique bond that allows them to communicate and learn from each other in ways that might be different from how they interact with parents or teachers. This peer support can be very beneficial.
And let's not overlook the role of extended family. Grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins can provide additional support and wisdom. They can share their own educational experiences and offer advice and encouragement.
Extended family can also contribute to a child's learning environment by exposing them to different perspectives and knowledge areas. For example, a grandparent who loves history might ignite a child's interest in that subject by sharing fascinating stories from the past.
Yes, extended family members often bring diverse experiences and knowledge to the table, enriching a child's learning experience. They can also provide practical help, like helping with homework or taking the child to educational activities and events.
Moreover, the values and attitudes towards education that are shared by the whole family create an overall learning culture at home. When everyone in the family values education and lifelong learning, it fosters a positive environment for academic success.
And let's not forget the role of family in developing life skills that contribute to educational achievement. Time management, responsibility, and perseverance are often taught and reinforced within the family context.
Families also provide opportunities for learning outside of the classroom. Activities like visiting museums, reading together, or even discussing current events at the dinner table all contribute to a child's educational development.
That's so true, Adam. The learning that happens at home complements what children learn at school and helps them make connections between different subjects and real-life experiences.
In summary, the role of family in educational achievement is multifaceted. Parents, siblings, and extended family members all contribute to creating a supportive and encouraging environment for learning. They provide practical help, emotional support, and create a culture that values education.
And this collective effort from the family can significantly boost a child's academic performance and overall development. It shows just how important family is in helping children reach their full potential.
Exactly, Julia. With strong family support, students are more likely to thrive academically and carry those skills and values with them throughout their lives.
Now that we've explored the role of family in educational achievement, let's move on to some real-life examples that illustrate these points in action.
Segment 3. Key aspects of family influence.
Family influence can be seen in several key areas. First, emotional support. Adam, why is this important?
Emotional support from family makes us feel loved and safe. It helps us build confidence and do well in school. When we know that our family believes in us and supports our efforts, it reduces stress and anxiety. This positive emotional environment enables us to focus better on our studies and be more resilient when facing academic challenges.
That's so true, Adam. Emotional support is like a safety net. It ensures that even when we face difficulties, we have someone to lean on and encourage us. This kind of support can make a huge difference, especially during stressful times like exams or when tackling difficult subjects.
Another key aspect is setting a good example. Families can show us the value of learning by reading, being curious, and continually seeking knowledge themselves. When children see their parents or siblings engaged in learning, they are more likely to adopt similar behaviors.
Yes, role modeling is powerful. If children see their parents reading books, discussing ideas, or pursuing further education, it sends a strong message about the importance of learning. It creates an environment where education is valued and prioritized.
Families also create a good home environment for studying. A quiet and organized space helps us focus. It's essential to have a designated area for study that is free from distractions. This helps to develop good study habits and maintain concentration.
Absolutely. A well-organized study space with the necessary resources, like books and supplies, makes it easier to stay on task. It shows that the family takes education seriously and supports the child's efforts.
Encouragement and praise from family members motivate us to work hard and succeed. When we receive positive reinforcement for our efforts, it boosts our self-esteem and encourages us to keep striving for excellence.
Encouragement can come in many forms. It could be verbal praise, celebrating achievements, or even small rewards for good performance. These gestures show appreciation for hard work and dedication, reinforcing the importance of education.
In addition to these aspects, family influence extends to setting expectations and providing guidance. When families set clear expectations for academic performance and behavior, it helps children understand what is expected of them and strive to meet those standards.
Yes, clear and realistic expectations can provide a roadmap for success. Families can guide children in setting goals and planning how to achieve them. This kind of support helps children develop a sense of responsibility and direction.
Another important aspect is open communication. Families that communicate openly about school and learning create a supportive environment where children feel comfortable discussing their academic experiences, challenges, and achievements.
Open communication allows for problem solving and provides opportunities for families to offer advice and support. It helps children feel understood and valued, which can be very motivating.
Family involvement in school activities is also crucial. When parents participate in school events, attend parent-teacher meetings, and stay informed about their child's progress, it shows that they care about their child's education and are committed to their success.
This involvement not only boosts the child's morale, but also helps parents stay connected with the school community. It allows them to better understand the child's academic environment and collaborate with teachers to support the child's learning.
Lastly, providing resources and opportunities for learning is a significant aspect of family influence. This includes access to books, educational materials, and extracurricular activities that enhance learning.
Families that invest in their child's education by providing these resources create a rich learning environment. Encouraging participation in activities like sports, music, and clubs can also foster a well-rounded education and help develop various skills.
In summary, the key aspects of family influence on educational achievement include emotional support, setting a good example, creating a conducive home environment for studying, encouragement, setting expectations, open communication, involvement in school activities, and providing learning resources.
Each of these elements plays a crucial role in supporting a child's educational journey. When families are actively involved and supportive, it creates a strong foundation for academic success.
That's right, Julia. With a supportive family environment, students are more likely to excel and reach their full potential in their educational pursuits.
Now that we've discussed the key aspects of family influence, let's move on to some real-life examples that illustrate how these principles work in practice.
Segment 4. Real-life examples. Let's look at some real-life examples. Many famous people were helped by their families. For example, Serena Williams often talks about how her parents supported her tennis training and education. Her father, Richard Williams, played a crucial role in coaching her and her sister Venus from a young age. He believed in their potential and dedicated countless hours to their training, ensuring they had the skills and discipline needed to succeed. Their mother, Oracene Price, also provided emotional support and helped manage their education alongside their rigorous training schedules.
That's inspiring. Another great example is Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft. His parents encouraged his interest in computers and technology. They enrolled him in a private school that had a computer, which was rare at the time. This early exposure to technology was instrumental in his future success. His parents also supported his decision to drop out of Harvard to pursue his passion for software development, showing their trust in his judgment and abilities.
Yes, and let's not forget Malala Yousafzai, the youngest ever Nobel Prize laureate. Her father, Ziauddin Yousafzai, was a passionate advocate for education, especially for girls. He ran a school in their hometown in Pakistan and encouraged Malala to speak out for girls' right to education. Despite facing threats and challenges, her family's unwavering support and belief in her mission played a crucial role in her advocacy work and achievements.
That's a powerful example, Adam. On a personal note, my family always encouraged me to do my best in school, which helped me a lot. They would celebrate my achievements, no matter how small, and this made me feel proud and motivated to keep striving for excellence. My parents also helped me with my homework and projects, providing guidance and resources whenever I needed them.
Same here. My family always made sure I had time and space to study, which helped me succeed. They created a quiet and organized environment at home where I could focus on my studies without distractions. My parents would also check in regularly to see how I was doing and offer help if I was struggling with any subjects. This consistent support and involvement made a big difference in my academic performance.
Another real-life example is Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple Inc. His adoptive parents, Paul and Clara Jobs, made significant sacrifices to ensure he received a good education. They moved to a better school district to provide him with better educational opportunities. Their belief in his potential and their willingness to invest in his education were instrumental in his success.
That's a great example, Julia. And let's not forget about the role of extended family. For instance, former U.S. President Barack Obama often speaks about the influence of his grandmother, Madeline Dunham. She helped raise him and instilled in him the values of hard work and perseverance. Her support and guidance were key factors in his educational journey and eventual rise to leadership.
Absolutely, Adam. And even in less well-known but equally impactful cases, we see the power of family support. For instance, many successful entrepreneurs credit their parents for encouraging their entrepreneurial spirit from a young age. They talk about how their parents nurtured their curiosity, encouraged them to take risks, and supported their early ventures, no matter how small.
Yes, and in the world of science we have examples like Albert Einstein, whose mother, Pauline Einstein, encouraged his interest in music and education. Although he struggled in school, her support and belief in his abilities helped him persevere and eventually become one of the most influential scientists in history.
These examples highlight how diverse family support can be, whether it's through providing resources, setting an example, or offering emotional encouragement. The role of family is crucial in shaping educational achievement.
That's right, Julia. Family support can come in many forms, but its impact is always significant. It can provide the foundation for success and the motivation to keep striving for excellence, even in the face of challenges.
So, whether it's a famous personality or someone from our own lives, we see the powerful influence of family on educational achievement. Their support, encouragement, and belief in our potential can make all the difference.
Now that we've explored some real-life examples, let's move on to discuss some of the challenges families might face and how they can overcome them to continue supporting educational achievement. Segment 5: Challenges and Solutions.
Of course, there can be challenges. What are some common issues, Adam?
Sometimes families might not understand the importance of education or might not have enough time to help. But these can be solved with communication and planning. For instance, parents who didn't have the opportunity to complete their own education might not fully grasp how critical it is for their children's future. This can lead to a lack of emphasis on schoolwork at home.
That's a good point, Adam. In such cases, schools and teachers can play a crucial role by engaging with parents and explaining how they can support their children's education, even in simple ways. Workshops and parent-teacher meetings can be very effective in bridging this understanding gap.
Another challenge is the lack of time. Many parents work long hours and may find it difficult to help with homework or attend school events. But even with busy schedules, families can make small adjustments to support their children's learning.
Absolutely. One solution is to establish a regular study schedule. Setting aside a specific time each day for homework and study can help create a routine that both parents and children can follow. Even if parents can't be present during that time, they can check in later to review the work and offer praise or help if needed.
Another approach is to use weekends or other free times for educational activities. Visiting museums, watching educational programs together, or simply discussing what children are learning in school can make a big difference. It shows that parents are interested and involved in their child's education, even if they can't always be there during the week.
Communication is also key. Parents should make it a habit to talk with their children about their school day. Asking about what they learned, any difficulties they faced, or their favorite subjects can encourage children to open up and share their experiences.
That's right, Julia. Open communication helps parents understand their children's academic needs and challenges better. It also makes children feel valued and supported, knowing that their parents care about their education.
Another challenge can be financial constraints. Some families might not have the resources to buy educational materials, books, or even access to extracurricular activities that can enhance learning. But there are ways to overcome this.
Yes, many communities offer free resources. Public libraries, community centers, and online platforms provide access to books, educational games, and learning materials at no cost. Schools can also provide information on scholarships and programs that support students from low-income families.
Additionally, schools often have programs to help families in need. Reaching out to teachers or school counselors can uncover available resources and support, such as tutoring programs or after-school activities.
Language barriers can also pose a challenge, especially for immigrant families. Parents who are not fluent in the language of instruction might feel helpless in assisting with schoolwork. But there are ways to address this issue too.
Schools can provide translation services or bilingual resources to help bridge the language gap. Parents can also use language learning apps to improve their own skills, enabling them to better support their children. Encouraging children to be patient and teach their parents can also foster a collaborative learning environment at home.
Another potential issue is differing educational expectations. Sometimes parents might have different views on what academic success looks like, or might pressure their children in ways that can be counterproductive. This can lead to stress and anxiety for the children.
It's important for families to set realistic and supportive expectations. Open discussions about goals and aspirations can help align everyone's understanding and reduce pressure. Encouraging children to pursue their interests and passions, rather than imposing rigid expectations, can lead to a more positive and productive learning experience.
Moreover, families might face challenges related to technology, especially in today's digital learning environment. Not all families have access to the necessary technology or the skills to help their children navigate online learning platforms.
Schools can support by providing access to technology and offering training sessions for parents on how to use digital tools effectively. Community programs and libraries often offer computer access and internet services that can be utilized for educational purposes.
Finally, it's essential to address the challenge of balancing academic work with other responsibilities. Children may have chores, part-time jobs, or other commitments that can interfere with their studies.
Here, time management becomes crucial. Families can help children develop a balanced schedule that accommodates both academic responsibilities and other activities. Teaching children how to prioritize and manage their time effectively can lead to better outcomes in both areas.
In summary, while there are several challenges families might face in supporting educational achievement, there are also numerous solutions. Through effective communication, planning, utilizing community resources, and setting realistic expectations, families can overcome these obstacles and create a supportive environment for learning.
That's right, Adam. With the right strategies and a collaborative approach, families can play a crucial role in helping their children succeed academically, regardless of the challenges they might face.
Now that we've discussed the challenges and solutions, let's move on to our interactive session where we'll hear from some of our listeners about their own experiences and tips for supporting educational achievement.
Segment 6, Interactive Session.
Now let's hear from our listeners. We have some questions and stories. Julia, what's our first question?
A listener asks, how can I get my parents to help me more with my studies? Good question. Adam?
Start by talking to your parents about your goals and needs. Show them how they can help you. For example, you could explain that having a quiet space to study or setting aside specific times for homework would be really beneficial. Sometimes parents are not aware of how they can assist, so being clear and specific can make a big difference.
Great advice, Adam. It's also helpful to involve them in your learning process. Share your school schedule, upcoming tests, and assignments with them. This way, they can better understand what you're working on and when you might need extra support. Encouraging open communication about your academic challenges and successes can foster a supportive environment.
Absolutely, Julia. And let's not forget the importance of expressing gratitude. When parents do help, even in small ways, showing appreciation can encourage them to continue their support.
Another listener shares, my family supports my studies by helping me with homework and projects. That's wonderful to hear. Family involvement in homework can reinforce what you learn in school and provide additional insights. It's great to see families working together to achieve educational goals.
Yes, and it's important to remember that this support can come from any family member, not just parents. Siblings, grandparents, and even extended family can play a role in helping with school projects and homework.
That's right, Adam. Another listener wrote, I struggle with math, and my older brother always takes time to explain concepts to me. It makes a big difference. This is a fantastic example of sibling support. Sometimes, explanations from a sibling can be more relatable and easier to understand than from a teacher.
Exactly, Julia. Siblings often know each other's learning styles and can tailor their help accordingly. It also creates a bonding opportunity and builds a supportive family dynamic.
Here's another question from a listener. What can I do if my parents are too busy to help with my studies? That's a common concern. Adam, what do you think?
In cases where parents are too busy, It's important to seek help from other resources. This could include reaching out to teachers for extra assistance, forming study groups with friends, or using online educational resources and tutorials. Additionally, you can try to find ways for your parents to support you that fit into their schedules, such as reviewing your work during weekends or discussing your progress during mealtimes.
That's a great suggestion, Adam. Also, don't underestimate the power of self-study. Developing good study habits and time management skills can make a significant difference. Use planners or apps to organize your study time efficiently.
Another listener shares, "My parents motivate me by setting rewards for good grades. It helps me stay focused." This is a great strategy. Positive reinforcement can be a powerful motivator. Small rewards for achieving academic goals can keep you motivated and engaged in your studies.
Definitely, Adam. Rewards don't have to be extravagant. Even simple acknowledgements like a favorite meal, extra screen time, or a fun family outing can be very effective. It's the recognition and encouragement that matter most.
Here's a touching story from a listener. "My grandmother always tells me stories about her school days and how important education is. Her stories inspire me to work hard. Family stories and experiences can be incredibly motivating. They provide context and show that education has always been valued across generations."
That's a beautiful example, Adam. Sharing personal stories can make the concept of educational achievement more relatable and meaningful. It also helps children see the long-term value of their hard work.
Another listener asks, "How can I make studying more enjoyable?" Great question. Making studying enjoyable is key to staying motivated. What do you suggest, Julia?
There are many ways to make studying more enjoyable. You can create a study playlist with your favorite music, use colorful and creative notes, or turn study sessions into a game or challenge. Studying with friends in a focused and fun way can also be very motivating. Finding what works best for you can turn studying from a chore into an enjoyable activity.
Excellent tips, Julia. Another idea is to take regular breaks and reward yourself after completing study sessions. This helps maintain focus and prevents burnout. Incorporating different learning methods, like watching educational videos, can also make studying more engaging.
We have another listener question. How do I stay motivated when I find a subject boring? This is a common challenge. Adam, any thoughts?
It's important to find aspects of the subject that interest you, even if it's just a small part. Connecting the subject to real-life applications can make it more engaging. Setting small, achievable goals and rewarding yourself for meeting them can also help maintain motivation. Sometimes, finding a study buddy who enjoys the subject can make it more interesting and provide a different perspective.
Great points, Adam. Also, try to approach the subject with a positive mindset. Remind yourself of the benefits of learning it and how it contributes to your overall education. Sometimes, changing your attitude towards a subject can make a big difference.
Another listener shares, "My parents attend all my school events and parent-teacher meetings. It shows they care about my education." This level of involvement is fantastic. It demonstrates to children that their education is a priority and that their efforts are valued.
Absolutely, Adam. Parental involvement in school activities helps build a stronger connection between the family and the school, creating a supportive network for the student. It also allows parents to stay informed about their child's progress and any areas where they might need additional support.
Thank you all for your wonderful questions and stories. Hearing from our listeners adds so much value to our discussion. Your experiences and insights help us understand the diverse ways families can support educational achievement.
Yes, thank you for sharing. We hope our answers and suggestions are helpful. Remember, every family is unique, and finding the best way to support educational success is a journey. Keep communicating, planning, and supporting each other.
Now, let's move on to our next segment, where we will have an expert interview to provide professional insights on the impact of family on educational achievement.
Segment 7, Expert Interview.
We also have a special guest today, Dr. Smith, an education expert. Welcome, Dr. Smith.
Thank you, Adam and Julia. I'm excited to be here.
Dr. Smith, can you share your thoughts on the role of family in educational achievement?
Certainly. Families play a crucial role by providing support, setting expectations, and creating a positive learning environment. When families are involved in their children's education, students tend to perform better academically and are more motivated to succeed.
Dr. Smith, can you elaborate on how emotional support from families impacts a child's educational achievement?
Emotional support is foundational. When children feel loved and secure at home, they are more likely to approach their studies with confidence and enthusiasm. This emotional backing helps them navigate academic challenges and reduces anxiety. A stable emotional environment also encourages children to take intellectual risks, such as asking questions and exploring new ideas, which are vital for learning.
That makes a lot of sense. What about the role of setting expectations? How does that influence educational outcomes?
Setting clear, realistic expectations is crucial. When parents communicate high yet achievable expectations, children are more likely to strive to meet them. These expectations should be supportive rather than pressuring, focusing on effort and improvement rather than just grades. For instance, praising a child's hard work and perseverance rather than solely their achievements fosters a growth mindset and encourages continuous learning.
How important is creating a positive learning environment at home?
Extremely important. A positive learning environment includes having a designated quiet space for studying, providing necessary supplies, and minimizing distractions. Additionally, maintaining a routine that includes time for homework and reading reinforces the importance of education. When the home environment supports and prioritizes learning, children are more likely to develop good study habits and a positive attitude towards school.
Dr. Smith, how can parents who are not highly educated themselves still support their children's education effectively?
Great question, Julia. Parents don't need to be highly educated to be supportive. They can show interest in their child's school activities, ask about their day, and celebrate their efforts and accomplishments. Encouraging a love for reading and learning, providing emotional support, and seeking resources like tutors or community programs can significantly aid their child's education. The key is to be involved and show that education is valued.
Speaking of resources, what community or school resources can families use to support their children's education?
Many schools offer after-school programs, tutoring services, and parent workshops. Libraries often provide homework help, study spaces, and educational materials. Community centers might have mentoring programs and extracurricular activities that can enhance learning. Parents can also connect with teachers and school counselors to identify additional resources and support available to their children.
Dr. Smith, how can families handle conflicts that arise from differing educational expectations or pressures?
Conflicts are natural and can be managed through open and respectful communication. Families should discuss their expectations and listen to each other's perspectives. It's important to find a balance that supports the child's well-being and educational goals. Setting realistic mutual goals and being flexible can help resolve conflicts. Remember, the objective is to support the child's overall development and happiness.
You mentioned earlier the importance of involving extended family. Can you expand on that?
Certainly, Adam. Extended family members, such as grandparents, aunts, and uncles, can provide additional support and encouragement. They can share their own educational experiences, help with homework, or simply offer moral support. This extended network can reinforce the importance of education and provide a broader range of perspectives and knowledge. Additionally, having more family members involved can help lighten the load on parents, especially in busy households.
How can technology be used to support children's education at home?
Technology can be a powerful tool if used wisely. Educational apps and websites offer interactive learning experiences. Online resources can provide tutorials, practice exercises, and access to a wealth of information. However, it's important for families to monitor and guide their children's use of technology to ensure it's used for productive purposes and balanced with other activities. Setting limits on screen time and encouraging a variety of learning methods can help maintain a healthy balance.
Dr. Smith, what advice would you give to families struggling to support their children's education due to financial constraints?
Financial constraints can be challenging, but there are still many ways to support education. Utilizing free resources like public libraries, community centers, and online educational materials can be very effective. Schools often have programs and scholarships to assist students in need. Additionally, fostering a positive attitude towards learning and creating a supportive home environment doesn't cost anything but can have a tremendous impact. Encouraging children to make the most of the resources they have and being involved in their education are key factors for success.
Thank you, Dr. Smith, for these insightful tips and strategies. Your expertise has provided a deeper understanding of how families can support educational achievement.
It was my pleasure, Julia and Adam. Supporting children's education is a collaborative effort, and I'm glad to share ways families can contribute to their success.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. Now, let's move on to our final segment where we recap today's discussion and highlight the key takeaways. Segment 8, Recap and Takeaways. Let's summarize what we've discussed today about the impact of family on educational achievement. Families play a crucial role in shaping a child's academic journey through various means of support and encouragement.
Throughout our discussion, we explored how emotional support from family members creates a nurturing environment where children feel valued and encouraged to pursue their educational goals. This support helps them develop confidence, resilience, and a positive attitude towards learning.
We also highlighted the importance of setting good examples within the family. When parents and siblings demonstrate a curiosity for learning, prioritize education, and actively engage in intellectual pursuits, children are more likely to emulate these behaviors. This modeling not only promotes a culture of continuous learning, but also reinforces the value of education as a lifelong endeavor.
Creating a conducive study environment at home was another key aspect we discussed. Providing a designated study area, ensuring access to necessary learning materials, and minimizing distractions all contribute to a focused and productive learning environment. When children have a quiet and organized space to study, it enhances their ability to concentrate, retain information, and effectively complete their schoolwork.
Additionally, we explored how communication and quality time spent together as a family can positively impact educational success. Open and supportive communication allows parents to understand their children's academic needs, challenges, and achievements. Regular family activities, discussions about school experiences, and involvement in educational activities outside of the classroom strengthen family bonds and reinforce the importance of education in daily life.
It's important to remember that every family is unique, and there's no one-size-fits-all approach to supporting educational achievement. What matters most is the consistent effort to provide encouragement, guidance, and a nurturing environment where children feel supported in their educational endeavors.
As we conclude today's podcast, we encourage our listeners to reflect on how they can incorporate these insights into their own family dynamics. Whether it's offering emotional support, setting positive examples, creating a conducive study environment, or fostering open communication, every effort contributes to empowering children to thrive academically.
Thank you all for joining us today on the English Globe. We hope you found this episode informative and inspiring.
Please like, share, and subscribe to our podcast for more episodes on learning English and exploring important topics together.
And remember, your involvement and support make a significant difference in your child's educational journey. Together, we can help every student reach their full potential.
Join us next time for another engaging discussion. Until then, take care and keep learning. Thank you all for joining us today on the English Globe. We've explored in depth how family support profoundly impacts educational achievement.
Throughout our discussion, we've delved into the ways emotional support, positive role modeling, and creating conducive study environments at home contribute to a child's success in school.
Remember, your involvement as parents, siblings, and extended family members is crucial. Your encouragement and engagement not only boost academic performance but also nurture a lifelong love for learning.
If you enjoyed today's podcast, please show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the English Globe. Your feedback and participation mean a lot to us.
Stay tuned for our next episode where we'll continue exploring essential topics to help you on your English learning journey and beyond.
Until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.